Time for Sport. Caravan joins us. We're starting with women's football. With about 3 months to go before the World Cup, France got themselves back on track by thrashing Uruguay by 6-0. Categoric victory.
Yes. Big victory for France. Just 4 days after that little hiccup against Germany. They lost 1-0 on Thursday, and they were eager to prove that that was just a little hiccup down the road to the World Cup, and they did just that. 3 goals in each half. Let's start with the first 3. Viviane Assey putting France ahead in the 21st minute, knocking in Grana's cross to round off a collective effort by Les Bleus. 15 minutes later, Charlotte Bilbao doubled France's lead with a powerful strike from long range. And just before the break, Valérie Gauvin made it 3-0 for Les Bleus as the ball slid off her back and into the net. The goals kept coming in the second half. Just after the break, Onema Gueyoro made it 4-0 after the ball hit the post. The Uruguayans managed to get a 20-minute break, but France would score 2 more goals. Gauvin making it a brace, scoring her 8th international goal before Maëva Clémaron netted the 6th and final French goal to round up this win. Next up for Les Bleus in the preparation for the World Cup will be a much tougher friendly test against Japan on April 4th. Now, the Champions League returns this Tuesday with the round of 16 second-leg games. Real Madrid are hosting Ajax after winning the first leg in Amsterdam last month, but they'll be without their suspended captain, Sergio Ramos. And the reigning champions aren't exactly in great shape, having lost back-to-back games against their arch-rivals Barcelona last week. They are currently 3rd in La Liga, 12 points behind Barca, meaning that the Champions League may be their best chance at silverware this season. In recent days, there's also been trouble brewing inside Real Madrid, with coach Santiago Solari being heavily criticized, as well as forward Gareth Bale. But for Luka Modric, the problem lies elsewhere. Take a listen.
Que nos falta Cristiano, pero
of course we miss Cristiano Ronaldo. When he left, the club tried to replace him with other players, dividing his role among several forwards. But that's not easy to do. Cristiano scored 50 goals, and there's nobody who scores that much. But some of our forwards needed to step up, and maybe not score 50, but at least some of what we're missing, like 20 goals. I'm not going to give any names, but 2 or 3 players should have scored 15, 20, or even just 10 goals, but they haven't.
Now, in the other Tuesday game, Borussia Dortmund will be hoping for a miracle when they host Tottenham after losing the first leg at 3-0. The Bundesliga leaders, who have managed just 1 win from their last 5 games, but they will have their captain Marco Reus back from injury. Now, despite being in a comfortable position, Tottenham manager Mauricio Pochettino said that Dortmund were being given an unfair advantage by getting a full extra day between games. Take a listen.
And it's strange for me that no one say nothing about that. Sorry, because the first leg was the same, and now the second leg is the same. Of course, that tomorrow we are going to fight and give our best. But again, I think it's impossible in this type of game. Last 16, how important is the game? That one team have 24 hours more than another to prepare the game. I think it's massive. Massive.
We finish with Mario Balotelli, the Italian, who found a new way to grab the spotlight. Last night, the Italian helped his new team, Marseille, beat Saint-Etienne 2-0. He scored the first goal with a brilliant overhead kick. But it wasn't the goal itself that grabbed everyone's attention, but the celebration. Let's take a look at those images. Balotelli grabbing his phone from someone on the sidelines, logging into his social media account before filming his celebration along with all his teammates, uploading them to his Instagram story. Very happy with himself, of course, and with his new celebration. And he's now actually putting a pressure mark on EA Sports to add that celebration to their video game, their FIFA video game. So to have the selfie celebration officially in that video game. But let's give credit where it is due. He's not the first one to do a selfie celebration, actually. Back in 2015, Roma's Francesco Totti had actually taken a selfie. It was a picture, not a social media story, but he did that after scoring a goal against Lazio in the Rome derby. So Italians having a thing with the selfie celebration.
Clearly it's an Italian thing. Maybe we could try and adopt it though. Neither of us are Italian, but what the heck, we could. It's not going to work, is it?
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't think anybody would incorporate it into a video game, do you? You and me?
No,
celebrate.
Definitely not.
Wouldn't happen, would it? Kerevan, great to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Kerevan Gorgeous with all the sport. Great as ever.